Situated in the desert and positioned to provide access to the most resource-rich locations on the planet of Hurston, the city of Lorville is home to Hurston Dynamics employees and their families. Founded by Magda Hurston in 2912 CE, it was originally designated as Local Occupational Residency, or LOR for short, but the name Lorville stuck with the workers and eventually made its way into the official company records. Lorville will soon undergo a major regeneration program which will change the city significantly, but until then the current configuration remains, and the original city can still remain your home. So please allow me to show you around and help you navigate the first city of the Stanton system. L19 residences in the workers' district of Lorville are far from luxurious and reflect the city's industrial nature. There are 60 apartments here and a small communal area dominated by a floor-to-ceiling aperture, but unlike the more luxurious buildings in Orison or New Babbage, the view is not one of beauty but of function, work and graft. When you leave the apartment complex, you are greeted with a similarly unpicturesque view over Teasa Spaceport, and the sight of city waste material being ejected into the chasms below. Around the corner, there are two possible paths. Right now, we are going to take the left-hand one. This takes us to the main exit from the Metro Centre on the left, and on the right, the main concourse of the centre itself. Heading down the concourse and following the yellow line painted into the floor, we walk past another exit to our right that leads us back to the other tunnel outside the residences. Beyond this exit and nestled in the corner of the concourse is the city's admin office, which is where you can find a number of trade terminals and a Covalex drop-off and collection point for deliveries. Backtrack a little, and on the other side of the admin office is a tunnel with an example of the signage you can see around the city. These signs are brightly lit and give you directions to key locations, so navigation should be easier if you just remember to look up. At this fork in the road as we exit from the stairs, we're going to continue directly ahead. The tunnel on the right can be ignored for now, and instead we're going to walk down these stairs in front of us to Tammany and Sons. This Hurston-owned shop is where the workers go to buy armour, clothing, flight suits and mining equipment, including their multi-tools, so remember to make this one of your first stops on arrival. Leaving Tammany and Sons, we head back up the stairs and walk across and slightly to the right, where we find another short stairway. At the bottom of this is McIntyre and Victor's Bar, or M&V. This is a decent sized space for the employees to come and socialise off shift, having a few drinks, taking a chance on the slot machines, or shooting some pool. Eckhart Securities' Miles Eckhart is a frequent patron, so make sure you drop by and introduce yourself. Turning left out of the same exit from McIntyre and Victor's takes you to the entrance to the Central line. We're going to come back here later once we've looked around the rest of the Metro Centre. Now we're going to backtrack to the fork in the path that we came to after leaving the admin office, and this time take the other walkway onto Leavesden Square. To the right and down the steps is another exit from McIntyre and Victor's, and after a short walk following another yellow line, we reach the entrance to Reclamation and Disposal. This is a scrap processing centre run by Clovis Darneely. If you're interested in salvage, Darneely is the man you'll want to speak to. You can find him in the Reclamation and Disposal office that is nestled at the back of the scrapyard. Back at Leavesden Square, we're going to walk back up the stairs past McIntyre and Victor's and follow the line across to the other side. As we get to the end, there is a tunnel to the left, and on the right the main entrance to Maria Pure of Heart. Lorville's hospital was founded by Chesterfield Hurston and named after his mother and family matriarch Maria Wharton. The hospital is equipped with an intensive care unit and an ambulance pad. Inside and to the right of a statue of Maria herself is the insurance outlet. Directly behind Maria is the main desk with the terminals where you can book yourself in for medical care, and to the left is the pharmacy. There is also another exit from the hospital just beyond that. Everyone who plays Star Citizen gets a referral code. If you use someone's referral code when you sign up for Star Citizen, you will get 5,000 UEC, which could be spent on the website for weapons, ship components, or decorations for your hangar. If you are about to create your account, please consider using my code, which is on screen now, or you can click on the link in the description below the video. Out through the exit to the Metro Centre is a long winding tunnel, taking us first past the rear exit from Maria Pure of Heart. Just around the corner from this is another crossroads, and a sign indicating the Spaceport line to the left and the perimeter line to the right. We will take both routes later in the tour. Right now, I want to take you back to the Central Line and Leavesden Station. The entrance to this is on the path between Tammany and Sons and McIntyre and Victor's Bar. After a short winding path, you reach Leavesden Station's lounge, decorated with an arrangement of triangular light fixtures. Turn left under the sign to the Central Business District and head down the stairs to Lorville's transit system. Flanked by two huge golden statues of Archibald Hurston is the entrance to the Central Business District itself, which is found at the base of one of the sides of the H-shaped building that dominates Lorville. The marble-decked halls and wide staircase lead you inside to the Archibald Hurston Memorial Hall, which again is dominated by a golden statue of Hurston's former CEO, and also displays of some of the company's signature ship weaponry. Archibald was the youngest CEO in the history of Hurston Dynamics to date, and clearly brought significant success to the company. Past a huge concrete structure and motivational signage, the path to the right of the statue leads you to the Hurston Dynamics Showcase. This is the weapon manufacturer's flagship store, with a carefully selected array of ship guns of various sizes proudly displayed along the walls. There are terminals on the right of the entrance for you to browse the catalogue and make a purchase. Across the other side of the Memorial Hall is an entrance labelled Transfers. Past an almost identical structure and a different message adorning the wall is the trading floor of Lorville. Flanked by private rooms and overlooked by the office of junior outsourcing agent Constantine Hurston, the hall includes the typical terminals for the trading of commodities. If you're lucky enough, Constantine may contact you himself to offer you some work, so remember, time is money and you shouldn't keep him waiting. Back at the Metro Centre, I want to take you to the area we saw earlier signposted as the perimeter line. Around the edge of Lorville are 6 gates where you can claim and collect your ground vehicles. These gates are connected by 2 large looping transit systems with lengthy journeys in between. One line takes you to gates 1 to 3 and the other to gates 4 to 6. Let's head down the stairs and catch the train to gate 1. Once you disembark the transit, there is a typically long tunnel that weaves through the structure around the perimeter of the city. During this part of the tour, allow me to invite you to give me feedback on this video. If the tour has been useful, please give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button. Don't forget that if you want to be notified whenever a new video is uploaded, to turn on the notifications as well. If you have any questions or useful tips, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. Back to the tour, and just past the customs area are a set of terminals where you can call up your catalogue of ground vehicles and retrieve the one you want to take out, either for an adventure on Hurston itself or to store on your ship to take elsewhere. The next room past the security scanner includes a fines and citation terminal on either side, and then just around the corner is the gate exit itself. Be careful as you exit, as the winds on Lorville can be strong and you may well be knocked off your feet. There are 4 vehicle pads, 2 to the left of the exit and 2 to the right. This view of Lorville highlights where the 6 gates can be found from the air, as you will need to pilot your ship to the gate, land in one of the open spaces in front of it, and then go inside to claim your vehicle. These next few shots show you a different angle for each gate, with the Hurston Dynamics headquarters building in view for reference. Please note that the landing zones are narrow at each gate, and you need to find the correct spot to prevent the city's autopilot system from taking control and moving you to a safer spot above the city. The final part of the city for us to visit is the spaceport. After disembarking the transit from the metro centre, past a map showing the transit system, we again follow the long corridor through customs with more fines and citation terminals on either side of the scanner. In the lobby to Teasa Spaceport is a display model of the Origin M50 Interceptor. Opposite this are the ASOS terminals to claim and recall your ships. At the end of the lobby is the entrance to the New Deal, the vehicle dealership on Hurston with possibly the best catalogue of ships and ground vehicles. Like Crusader on Orison, the New Deal has inside several ships on display, including the Origin 85X, the Aurora MR and the Misk Prospector. Just outside the showroom there are also a Mustang Alpha, a Constellation Phoenix and the awesome Aegis Hammerhead. All vehicles are available to board and look or walk around. To the right of the entrance to the New Deal from the spaceport lobby is the exit to the hangar elevators, and this is where you can also find Vantage ship rentals if you're not yet willing or able to make your next big ship purchase, or just want to use a certain ship for just a day or so. Once again, thank you for joining me on this tour around Stanton's first city, Lorville. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. This is the final video in the current series of the tour of the starting locations of Star Citizen, but in the not too distant future there will be a new tour of the redesigned Lorville and any other starting locations added through the game's development. To find me on Twitter, Instagram and Twitch, just search for me at JediAndyTV. I look forward to speaking with you there, and if not, I will see you next time.